My name is Carolyn, and I talk to the spirit world. Travel with me to a dimension filled with love, light, and joyful surprises. Welcome to Carolyn's Psychic Playroom. Hi, everybody. It's Carolyn Wilkins back with you once again for another quarantine edition of Carolyn's Psychic Playroom. I hope that you guys are all keeping safe and well. And who knew that it was going to go on for this long a time? I personally thought that I would be back in CCTV studio by now, but that is not to be. So instead, I am here in my music room. I'm sitting in front of my piano, and I'm here to offer you a little good cheer and psychic fun. So today, first of all, I want to say that a little bit later in the program, I have a wonderful guest who's going to be joining me via Zoom. Her name is Dawn Collison Quarry. She is an amazing medium and psychic, and she's going to be sharing with us a little bit about how she learned to be a medium, a little bit about how she got started, and a little bit about the work that she does now, which is both platform work, sharing with others, and proving that there is life after death, the most important thing. And especially now, I will say, in this time of fear and death looming a lot larger than we would actually like, I think it's very important to know that we mediums can provide evidence that there is life, that the soul survives. And she's Medium Dawn will be joining us a little bit later to talk even more about that. So before we get into that, I thought it would be fun, since I am sitting here in front of my piano, if I were to share with you a little bit about something new musically that I've been doing. And these are the Andinkra cards. They are like just regular playing cards, but instead of the normal playing card, on them are symbols from Ghana. These are sacred symbols called Andinkra symbols. And what I've been doing is just shuffling the cards at random, choosing a card to kind of set the tone for whatever I'm doing or whatever theme would be chosen. A little message for us today. So I'm going to ask for that the cards choose one of these sacred symbols to be kind of our guiding theme for the day. And then I'm going to improvise a little music based upon that symbol. And as I improvise, I'm hoping that you will actually kind of take a moment to go into meditation, contemplate the message that you may personally be getting from this symbol or what it might mean to you. So I've been shuffling the cards as I was talking and asking for a symbol. What should be our symbol for our time together? And I'm pulling a card, and that is this one. Can you see it? It says guardianship. Guardianship. And what this says to me is, this is about the fact that we are always held and protected at a higher level. We are held and protected by angels, by God, by spirit, in whatever form you feel most comfortable thinking about that. You might even just think of it as good luck, but we are held and guided and guarded. at all times, even in ways that we cannot always see the full picture. And that would include right now. We can't see the full picture, but nonetheless, guardianship is involved. At the same time, we are also being called to be guardians of the earth. We are called to be guardians of each other and to step forward and be our highest and best under very difficult circumstances. So, this is a great theme, guardianship, and you can, of course, interpret that how it feels best for you. And how I'm going to interpret it right now, I'm going to improvise some music that is going to reflect guardianship to me. So take a listen. The guardians are always there and they are always with us. And we, in turn, are called to be guardians in our own life, of our family, of our children, of the earth, in all ways. So, a great theme, and our theme for today, guardianship. So, with that in mind, I'm going to sort of pivot a little bit, and now I'm going to pull up the clip of me talking to wonderful Dawn Collison and what she has to share with us about her and her mediumship. She's talking all the way from the United Kingdom. All right. Well, hello everyone and welcome. I am so excited today to have an amazing guest all the way from the UK. Dawn Collison from the UK is a medium, and she works not only with talking to the dead. You can talk to her one-on-one and she'll connect you with the spirit world, or she also does a lot of work in front of the public, in front of groups, proving the existence of the spirit world and connecting audience members with their loved ones. And she also does something called spirit art, which I'm going to talk to her a little bit about. So altogether, she's a pretty amazing lady, and I'm very excited to have her here with us on the Psychic Playroom. So hi, Dawn, how are you?
Hi, Carolyn. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you are more than welcome. So now that I've given you this kind of big build-up, I like to talk to the mediums who come on the show, particularly a little bit about what started you on this path. It's been my experience that many mediums, maybe they've had a special experience of one kind that sparked an awakening. Did you know from childhood that you were born to be a medium, or did it come later in life for you?
I've known since I was about 3 years old that there was something different about me.
Yes.
Um, I remember having the most amazing experiences, such as when I was a child. I remember there was, I was really scared and nervous in bed, and Spirit showed me a globe swinging around in the middle of the ceiling upstairs, and there
Wow.
was water falling off it, and then there was little ducks crawling underneath my bed. It was just a
Wow.
beautiful thing,
Oh,
and
what a lovely story.
I could always hear Spirit and see them, and I just thought everybody else could as well. I didn't think there was anything remotely different about me. I didn't know any different.
Right,
So
right.
it's that's how I knew.
Oh,
And then
and I see you're a mom as well, because I see you got a little guy poking his head in there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody's supposed
Oh,
to be asleep.
no, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry at all. We love it. That actually leads me to another question,
Yes,
unscripted. But as a mom, have you noticed that you, being a medium, are raising your children perhaps a little differently, or with a little bit more awareness or openness to the spirit world than maybe you had as a child growing up?
absolutely, absolutely. I have three little boys,
Mm-hmm.
and each one of them, for instance, I got them blowing bubbles, and I said, "Where do you think those bubbles go?" I
Ha.
said, "They go up into heaven. They go up into what we call the spirit world. So if you make a little wish, they go up into the spirit world." So it's kind of a way when they were really tiny of getting that to, getting them to know that. And I would often say to them about the colours of the rainbow and link that to the chakra system. And they would often be saying, "Bless you" to people. And,
Oh, that's
and my eldest
wonderful.
tried to tell his friend at school about the spirit world, that when
That's
you
great.
die, that you don't really die, that, we'll all be together again.
That's
So
fabulous. I love it. So I know that you do many kinds of mediumship, and I know that you do work on the platform. Now, as another medium, I know what that means, but I think many people are a little bit like, platform, what is that? So can you describe a little bit about how that works and where you do your work?
of course, when I say platform, we mean a church, what we call a spiritualist church. So you have a congregation, and then you stand on the platform as the medium and speaker.
And what is involved in doing that? You receive messages for the people in the congregation?
Absolutely. I normally know to begin with, when I first start, when the congregation starts to come in, I have a feeling I might have a gentleman with me, I might have a lady, I might have an animal with me even,
Mm.
and then when I'm up on the platform, there'll be a bright light that I see above the person's head who it's meant to go to, and my eyes will keep getting pulled in that direction, so I'll know I'm meant to be with that particular
Oh,
person.
oh, that's
Um,
lovely.
and so that's how it works for me. And then the more I start speaking to the person, the more of the message, the stronger the connection gets, and so the more of the message I get over.
I understand. I do think that at first it's just to find the person, and then once they're found and the spirit can speak, then it seems
Absolutely.
like it becomes more
It
easy
flows.
and flowing. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
do you travel to different churches around the UK to do this? Is that
I travel to local churches at the moment, just local churches. I'm so sorry. Yes,
Oh,
honey.
don't worry.
You're in the den, and
That's right.
you're in the spirit world. There's two of you.
That's right.
You're in the den and in the spirit world at the same time.
That's right, honey. Talking about your higher self.
That is so cute. So I see you've already got a budding, like
World
a
and
next
the den.
generation guy there. That's wonderful. So you travel to different churches. Do you also do work in theaters and places like this, or do you more stay to the church setting?
It's been more the church setting for me,
Mhm.
but I am more than happy to do other settings. Wherever
Yeah.
spirit wants me to go, I'm more than happy to help. I'm happy to go.
And you also see private clients. So if a person has a particular loved one that they've lost, they could come to you and you would be able to communicate for them, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We don't so much as call up the dead as a lot of people think we
No,
do. So
no,
you can't guarantee you are going to get that person.
that's right.
But a lot of the time, as you start the link, you start talking about stuff, all of a sudden that person will pop in
Yes.
and you'll hold on a minute. I'm starting to get this particular person now. And then they'll be, oh, that's the person. And, you
Nice.
get that incredible connection.
Nice.
And then it goes from there.
That's lovely. And I see also from your resume that you've been to the Arthur Findlay College, where I have also been. I have to say, it was one of the most magical experiences
Oh,
of my life to be there,
yeah.
because, of course, as an American, I had never actually been to the UK before. And this place, just to describe it briefly, to me, it was like something out of a movie, like upstairs, downstairs, or something. There are 300 something rooms in this place. It's got a zillion those old fireplaces, old chairs,
Right.
wood paneling. And it's a school dedicated to training mediums. So just very briefly, can you tell me a little bit about maybe your favorite experience from there?
Yeah, sure. And a lot of people call it Hogwarts.
They do.
They
They
do.
do.
It's whenever I go, it feels like I've literally come home. You
Mm-hmm.
come up to the front doors and you go, oh, I am home. And it's the most magical, as you say, the most magical place. One of my favorite experiences was with table tipping. We did.
Oh, lovely.
We got Arthur Finlay's actual dining table to spin around, and I've never seen anything move so fast.
Oh
It was to the
my.
point where I had to let go in case I hit the person next to me and fell over. It was
Oh
so
my
fast. It was
gosh.
incredible.
Oh wow, that does sound magical.
It
That
was just
does sound
amazing to
magical.
witness that kind of energy for yourself in the first person. It was just incredible.
Wow. So amazingly, we've come almost to the end of our 10 minutes, but I want people to know how they can find you. So, in this age of quarantine, I'm assuming that you offer your services online if someone wants a
Mommy,
mediumship
Absolutely.
reading with you.
mommy.
And
Yes.
Something.
Yeah. You can get me
how can
on.
they find you? That's the question. Yeah.
If you contact me via my Facebook page, that is Spiritualist Medium Dawn,
Okay.
and then
Spiritual Medium Dawn. And if
that's
I messaged you there, you
private message
would
me. I will private message you back.
Return. Perfect.
Absolutely.
Well, I am just so happy we could do it. And I'm actually thrilled with your little one for his contribution. Tell him to go ahead and poke his head in there and we can say
Do you
goodbye.
want to say hello? Say goodbye to everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye, sweetie. Dawn, thank
Which
you so
will.
much for joining. It was
Thank you.
to have you.
Thank you so much. God bless you and all your people listening.
Tiny
Thank you so
dots.
much.
Bye.
Bye. God bless.
So, I hope that you enjoyed that interview as much as I did. You can see she's a lovely, lovely lady and a fabulous medium. So now we're going to turn to a different part of the show, and this is where I'm actually going to offer a couple of readings for you as well. I've had a couple of folks write in, so I'm going to do their readings right now. People who wrote me during the month and asked for a reading on the Psychic Playroom. So, as always, I'm using my Akashic Record Tarot for this. I love the images on this deck. It's something about it that really speaks to me and spurs my psychic faculties. So here we go. The first question comes from KC, and it involves, interestingly, the issue of guardianship. You can't make this up. Her question was, will my sister get custody of the grandkids? And this, of course, as you can see, does speak to guardianship, which is our theme. So let's see what the Akashic Record Tarot has to say on this subject. So KC, what does KC need to know? And what does her sister need to know about the issue of guardianship for the kids? Will KC's sister get custody? And I'm shuffling the deck right now, as you can probably hear but not see. And I'll shuffle them one more time. Let's see what we've got here. And yeah, all right. So I've shuffled, will Casey's sister get custody of the grandkids? And now I'm shuffling the deck. I'm spreading it around. I'm choosing a card. Let's see what comes up here. And this card is Wishes Fulfilled. So I shall say yes. 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 And this, along with the theme of guardianship, that we already know is there, I would say there is no question that you will get custody. So go ahead, clean out that spare bedroom, start painting it in kid colors, start going out and getting their little toys and stocking their favorite snacks in the fridge, because they are coming. All right. I don't even think we need to go into any more detail with that. that was pretty clear and unequivocal. And as always, with the readings that I do with you guys on the Psychic Playroom, I love to hear from you later. Please write and let me know how the reading fell for you. Did it make sense? What happened? I love to hear all about the follow-up. I've often get back later emails and people saying, oh, that was perfect, that so helped me. Of course, I love those. But even if you write back, no, it didn't happen that way, that also is good information. I just like feedback. So please feel free to friend me on Facebook, or you can visit my website under my name, carolynwilkins.com. And yeah, just keep me posted with how you're doing. All right. we have one more question, and this question comes from RDC. And her question is, how can I use my music and my gifts as a teacher to do more with healing? How can I think the question is even almost about making a difference, which is something that is, of course, of concern to all of us in this challenging time. And I will say it goes right with the theme of guardianship, in that we are to be guardians of each other, and to be guardians in terms of bringing our highest and best forward, especially in these troubled times. So the question is, once again, how can I use my gifts and talents to bring more healing? So I'm going to ask the cards, what does RDC need to know about sharing her gifts and talents and her music and singing and teaching? So I'm going to give them one more shuffle here just to make sure I've really got it. And yeah, let's see what we get. So here's the third shuffle. I'm going to spread the cards. What does RDC need to know about sharing her gifts and talents? And here's the card that's coming, and that is the King of Scrolls. Now this is very interesting because the scrolls usually refer to writing. You can see here, this is a man who's clearly very in charge of his destiny, and he's holding a scroll of writing. I'm interpreting that to mean, I know that you're a teacher, and I know that you do things with music, but have you thought about writing either some kind of textbook or a blog or something in which you share your methods of singing and this kind of thing? This card would indicate that you, in addition to being an excellent teacher, have something in written form that should be shared. And maybe just give that some thought. I don't know that you've given that a lot of thought, but that's what comes to me based on this card. I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card, and this is the chess game. And so what that says to me is that you're going to have to do actually a little strategizing around that. I know that you're already using your music and using your singing and using your teaching, but what I'm feeling is these two cards say to me that you have something written that you need to write. If you've been thinking about writing a textbook, this might be a great time putting it on the internet and really thinking about a strategy to share your gifts more. Not only in the way that you're currently sharing them, but actually, you know how a chess player thinks 3, 4, 5 moves ahead? Maybe thinking ahead down the road about some written materials that you could offer to further support your work. So that is it, RDC. I hope that these answers are helpful. So we have once again come to the end of another edition of Carolyn's Psychic Playroom Quarantine Edition. I hope that you have found this helpful. I hope that you found it inspiring. I'll just remind you once again about the guardianship piece. That was our card for today, and that is a powerful card. It also means that we have, not only are we blessed, not only are we held and supported by the infinite, but we are also in our own smaller worlds called upon to be guardians, both in our family, of the earth, of our own health, in all these ways, taking responsibility and really acting as the guardian that you were put here to be, with dominion over your own world. So those are my thoughts. I'll just quickly add also that I recently got certified in reading the Akashic Records. I'm very, very excited, and very soon I will be offering that service in addition to my work as a psychic and a medium. So also don't forget Dawn Collison Quarry. She is fabulous. You're going to love her. Do check her out both on Facebook and the interview. Share this with friends. And I wish you a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll see you next month. Bye for now.
Thoughts are things with the energy to make life better for you and for me. Touch the light.